停止赛前练习，场上热身球员请回球队席。The warm-up session is over. Both team player back to team bench area, please. Right now.
OK， 皆さん，勇士球迷们，大家好，比赛即将开始了。1分钟之后就会关闭场灯，请大家不要惊慌，好不好？慢慢入座，同时注意自己的安全。有带小朋友的家长注意自己的小孩不要走丢了。好，那在这边提醒大家，全场可以吃东西，2楼也有美食的摊位可以去选购。如果你的身体不舒服的话，自己把口罩戴起来，不要把病传给别人。请务必注意自己的身体健康，也提醒大家，垃圾请丢在附近的垃圾桶，不要乱丢。谢谢各位。
Fubon 勇士，Fubon 勇士，F1、F2、F3、F4、Fubon 勇士。
哈哈哈！比赛要开始了，你们准备好了吗
OK， 皆さん，所有喜欢篮球、支持富邦勇士的球迷，还有狂爱富邦 Angels 的各位，大家晚上好，大家好，我是主持人美丽宝宝，请给我一个最大的尖叫声！看来今天各位应该都是来看我。看球员，不然就是看富邦 Angels 吧，我相信一定是这个样子的吧。今天呢，一样由我要陪各位度过第2天的 Angels 主题日。那有这个 Angels 主题日，就是要感谢我们的糖果爸爸，各位尖叫声给我们的让带。Yes sir，Yes sir。然后2楼有女孩的商品，还有球衣都可以去那边买一下。好了，看我这么久，大家应该也不太舒服吧？我们来看一点舒服的。各位朋友，把你的尖叫声给我们的富邦 Angels！
내 맘 벌떡 yeah it's pumping 스스로 심판의 매일 적당히 미치려 했지 몰라 유쾌한 원칙 따윈 제기 난 그런 제지 Make me super crazy Pretty This that pretty girl mantra This that flaunt You just touched down and out Press me with the drama Check you like commas My clothes are pajamas Straight from the cold plunge Daytime better use my iron Quick switch at a pit for the night Swerving through the lane Maybe 20 minutes late Cause we have to do it in and out drive-by It's not that deep, I'm not that drunk Sometimes girls just gotta have fun Throw it back, all that ass Me and my sis, we're too attached It's not that deep, but not that dumb Look at them bodies on the run Inside glowing like the sun You're gonna feel this every day This that pretty girl mantra This that flaunt You just touched down and out Pretty girls don't do drama Unless we won It'll be depending on the day Pretty girls picking a defender No, I'm a defender Never let it catch no strike This that pretty girl mantra She's that stun I'll make you wanna swing both ways Pretty
谢谢富邦2-9。
现在介绍双方球队登录名单。首先介绍客队台钢猎鹰队，球衣背号2号张志豪，3号古毛维嘉，4号 No. 4迪蒙，7号崇义人，背号8号李允杰，21号吕冠廷，29号韩杰玉，56号刘俊廷，68号张博胜。先发球员 Starting Five， 球衣背号6号白萨，11号 No. 11飞雷神，13号谢宗荣，24号郭少杰，27号 No. 27赤坎。台湾猎鹰队总教练 Head Coach Raul Corner， 助理教练 Sean Kilmartin， 体力教练郭涵博，训练师徐子轩，球队管理徐阳恩，总经理王成伟。台北富邦勇士成军迈入第10年，经历过最高荣耀时刻，也历经了无数低潮，一路走来勇敢面对，遭遇困境时永不放弃，在争取冠军的道路上永不止息。今年将以勇气团结一心的精神，再次重返荣耀。
每个勇士都有无惧的信念。找回初心，
接到直接补攻，
找回勇气， 窒息。Always be brave。
Be brave！ 台北富邦勇士的球迷们准备好了吗？让我听到你们的尖叫声！现在介绍地主队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔。球员出场背号0号后卫东北角一哥南洋小跑车赖廷恩。背号8号前锋防守大锁逆流而上的鲑鱼 Number X 周桂宇。背号12号后卫勇士队精神领袖永远的人气王野兽林志杰。背号14号小前锋奇妙老爹本土洋将队长蔡文成。背号18号强势回归能里能外的大前锋兼中锋林志伟。背号27号 Catch and Shoot 的外线高炮塔阿美族射手张镇雅。背号33号来自南台湾前锋大锁阿月蔡正月。背号55号守护勇士的天际线来自美国的大姐夫 Number 55 Jeff 威西。And now the starting five。下面介绍先发球员，球衣背号1号，能从外线打到禁区，篮板机器人 Number 1 Brandon Waters 沃特斯。背号4号后场发动机，能 hold 住目光的全能后卫陈佑伟。背号7号前锋，全场狂奔，莫测高深，金字招牌得分手 Number 7 Nick 金恩。背号23号冲锋陷阵，关键福星 Number 23 Smart 石伯恩。背号11号后卫3分冷箭，锋芒内敛 KJ 洪凯杰。领队兼总教练许晋哲，实习教练吴永仁，助理教练林伟豪、魏伟、梁少轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林普章、彭玉明，球队翻译王义忠，总经理叶宗颖。双方球队最后热身 ，Final warming up。
to Taipei.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Last night was the Braves prevailing over the Pilots 117-114. With 2 more games to go in the next 3 nights, can they continue the momentum? After last night's barn burner, they turned to face the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks in their first ever meeting in the Plus League regular season. There's the updated standings tables after yesterday's contest, where the Pilots lost for the first time on the season. Braves now fall 1 game behind them, having defeated the Steelers on opening Sunday night. The Ghosthawks' only game so far in the Plus League was last Sunday in the loss to the Pilots. We'll break all of that open as the broadcast goes along. Thank you all for joining me, Ryan Chen, for this English commentating track. But on the Mandarin side, if you're interested, it's the broadcasters on the left, Zhang Longxuan and Cai Jingjing. 球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播，要听到龙轩跟情景的讲评，当然就按到中文的转播链接。谢谢你的收看，记得 Plus League 的 YouTube 转播都要帮我们按赞。Braves were hooked up to the Nick King engine and got a jump from his near triple-double. And local wings KJ and Josh combined for 46 points. KJ setting a personal game high of 26. It was the first time that 2 teams this season scored north of 100 points. First time both teams had local field goal percentage in the 40s. Very efficient scoring. Maybe the only bit of concern is in the 4th quarter, they had a stretch between 5 minutes 28 seconds to 2 minutes 23 seconds where the Pilots won on a 9-1 run where the Braves only made 1 free throw. It was a close game in the end. As we started, it was only a 3-point Braves victory after the Pilots had a 20-point deficit as late as the 3rd quarter. A little bit sensitive these days is foot sprains, as Braves first overall pick Mohamed Mbaye suffered a pretty severe foot sprain in the opening game. He is expected to be out for a few more weeks, but Nick King also had a little situation with his right foot, but he's ready to go again. For the first 3 games of the season, the Braves went with 3 imports as Nick King was trying to work back from his previous injuries.
比尔，我跟你说，这几天在外面活动都找不到本人，对不对？来到这个让 Life 让你拥有 Super Power 的摊位，有2位一日店长哦，要怎么跟他们拍照呢？只要消费储值满1990，就可以跟我们快闪的一日店长。你看，在我身旁是安娜跟杰敏，但是你会遇到的，我不确定是谁，要记得来摊位储值。最重要的是，如果你错过一日店长合照，还有什么？只要到摊位储值满指定金额，就可以获得限量签名拍立得。还记得你是签哪一张吗？不记得，还记得吗？哦，
知道就是那一张，
就是那一张，就是等你收藏的那一张啦。所以所有的勇士伙伴们要记得，如果你礼拜6昨天错过了，今天又来不及参加，下周2还有我们的 Super Power 的第3天，要记得来到我们让你拥有 Super Power 的直播摊位，来一起出示，把我们的女孩限量签名拍立得带回家，等你哦。
Continuing on the theme homestand for the Braves, Long Life Zibo and Fubon Angel Superpower. Today's activities and festivities includes bringing guest MC Dr. Beauty. So fans in the building can get a different feel for the game as we take a look at Nicholas King highlights. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. And what we've learned from watching him yesterday, he can dish out dimes from almost any spot on the floor, transition or in the half court, from the post up or from the wings. And I think appropriate that we bring up Davon Reed's stats in his debut back on December 20th, 2020. These 2 gentlemen are actually only a couple months apart in terms of their birthday. Reed was able to do so, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, but 0 for 6 from 3-point range. It wasn't a great shooting night for him. Whereas King, 7 3-pointers made, is certainly a very impressive start and a great boost again to the Braves. For as much of a struggle it was the first 2 times playing the Pilots, the Braves had the upper hand from the very beginning. Davon Reed, as mentioned, a couple of months older. was 25 years old, 6 months and 10 days when he was able to accomplish that feat during the COVID-19 pandemic, and getting his opportunity to play in the NBA subsequently. Time to introduce the officials for tonight. Number 8, Chen Zhaoying, crew chief Lai Jianzhou, and a new referee to the Plus League, Huang Junren. Jimmy Xie Zongrong, D. Mitch, Guo Shaojie, Brendan Fraser, and Mongolians Bai Sa. The starters for the Ghosthawks, a big change from last Sunday's game. Over on the Brave side, a rather familiar look, Brendan Walters, Brendan Smart, Nick King, KJ Honkaijie, and in there, having took yesterday off, was Jerry Chen Youwei. His replacement, number 24, Tita Jiantingzao, put in a very good 20 minutes, 45 seconds in yesterday's contest. And given that the Braves play 3 games in 4 nights, there might be other examples of such rotations. The Braves in a dark midnight blue jersey, and the Ghosthawks in white. Ball out of bounds to start the game off the jump. The only starter that's the same for the Ghosthawks is number 6, Bai Sa. Braves blitz the double team, now rotate back as a holding foul. Smart rotating around. The man he fouled, Zigma Dimic, a Slovenian, was not active for the Ghosthawks' debut in the Plus League, as the Braves have to recover. Going to the basket, passing out of it. Bai Sa, catch and shoot, yes! A loud swish of the net. Bai Sa only 1 for 7 from 3-point range and picks the pocket of Chen Youwei. Take it to the right side, high layup, no. Pass ahead to a handoff. Chen Youwei will miss from close. Frazier into the painted air, flips a pass and blocked. Chance for the Braves to run. Chen Youwei, Walters to Smart, trying to space things out. KJ, his favorite side to shoot is that left side, as he's fouled on the floor. Frazier trying to say KJ hooked him, but certainly he reached his arm in first. These two teams did match up in the preseason. King from the right corner leaves it short. Guo Shaojie pushing his own man away. And Xie Zongrong, the former Brave, not happy about the contact, not knowing it was by his teammate. He's assigned to guarding King. Back on October 13th, the Ghosthawks on a Sunday won 96-81 as a little too aggressive with the defense. They fouled Chen Youwei. Get another look at the friendly fire of Guo Shaojie. And over here, the foul by White. A hook pass, a little too high for KJ. Brendan Smart taking over from Mbaye in the Brave starting lineups. Now, shot the ball pretty well until yesterday's 0 for 6 from 3. Frazier got Youwei in the air, a dribble pull-up 3. Ball out of bounds again. No score yet for the Braves. You can follow along with the new and improved Plus League website on the game page as Walters and King not on the same page. Passed it into space, but his teammate was not around for it. Baisa to Ghosthawks attacking on the catch. Hammer to Jimmy, and that three is in. An 8-0 start for the visiting Ghosthawks, and that'll force the Braves to take an early timeout. We'll catch up with the stats of the game before we head off. PLeagueofficial.com/game/603. See the Ghosthawks get off to a hot start.
P.LEAGUE 做什么动作？手交啊，他手上是交啊，是耶。P.LEAGUE 手上是交啊的样子。哦，学得很好。哎，朋友换到你喽，抓一下，抓一下，朋友抓一下。这是 copycat 抓一下。哦，没关系。哎，摇头。哎，这么突然放手。P.LEAGUE比什么你就做什么哦。栗子好可爱，我最喜欢。哎，大头好可爱。
Leave a thumbs up on the YouTube live stream as we get a little bit of fan interaction with the Braves mascot Bill. If you're just tuning in, the Ghosthawks new to the Plus League this season, off to a great start. 8-0 on the scoreboard as we see the Braves average turnovers per game in the regular season in their three-peat around 16, but in the first 4 games of the season here in Season 5, already 19 per game. See a bit of an uptick. And I think one thing that's a little bit concerning is that the Braves, until yesterday, weren't playing with the fastest pace. Out of the timeout, Braves don't make any personnel changes. As Walters has a catch and shoot and downs it. Talking of pace, the Braves set a season high yesterday at 96.6 possessions. That's a formula of field goal attempts, turnovers, and subtracting some offensive rebounds. There you see an off-ball foul. And a little bit of extra stuff going on after. Previously, even the game where they defeated the Steelers, scoring 108 points, they were so efficient. They only had 92 possessions. Baisa hanging in there. Ghosthawks has all day, and he's good with the three. Also a former Brave. With a stint in the middle with the Lioneers. King with his back to the basket, rifles the pass to Smart. Frazier passes it and gets it back. Now attacking on the catch. 2 feet in the paint, offers up an air ball. Thought he was hit there. We only have one regular season game for the Ghosthawks to refer to. Frazier came off the bench for 20 points. Started one game and had one game come off the bench, and we kind of expect that of the Ghosthawks to be alternating their lineups and sometimes flipping who will be getting the majority of the minutes. On-ball, Xie Zonglong is almost always going to pair with Frazier, being the Ghosthawks one of their best local bigs, as King in and getting the foul call. He was facing a double team. There's their head coach, Raul Corner. Getting a look at Ghosthawks try to hold his ground with Xie Zhongrong coming over to help. Last night, King was 6 for 7 from the line. The only blemish across his stat line, maybe 4 turnovers, but noticeably only 1 for 11 from 2. And given how well he played and how well he mixed with his Brave teammate, I would see that almost as an exclusively positive on. Yesterday, number 14, Cai Wen-Chen had a DNP just like Chen Yongwei, and I think that's part of the Braves' rotation strategy. He's in there now. The low man has backdoor, taking the contact, and Xie Zhongrong couldn't get the putback, but brushes it out to his teammate. Second opportunity as Frazier trying to find the space. Down low to Dimich, a little strong with the right hook. Here come the Braves, spacing things out in transition. Looking for King again, back to the basket, but foot on the 3, and it passed right to the hands of the Ghosthawks. Again, looking down low, he's got the mismatch and easily lays it in. Chen Yongwei buffs the layup attempt. Not a lot of defensive pressure as the Ghosthawks have a quick 5-on-4, and again looking down low for the big man. In the preseason, as we look across the line, Zygmunt Dimich 10 for 20. And his field goal attempts all from 2-point range. KJ from the left corner, that's in and out. Not a lot of off-ball movement by the Ghosthawks, making it easy for the Braves to recover. Ghosthawks, big 3 on the way, and wow! A pure make by him. That'll push the lead up to 13. Another foul on the perimeter. The Braves will be shooting free throws on the next Ghosthawks foul and beyond. See Ghosthawks with a strong contest by King. Playing yesterday, and to my surprise, playing again tonight is Beast Lin Zijie. Jeffrey will be in at center for the Braves, sizing up. Flare screen is Ghosthawks. He gets the lay-in. Wanted to push in the back as well. Josh also had a standout game, having struggled mightily in the first 3 as Frazier gets into the paint. Very shifty Frazier will be a big challenge for the Braves guards defensively. Walters, finally the foul comes. Too much early shoving by Ghosthawks big. I believe that's Lu Guanting. Out of Taiwan Art University. In the basketball world, a strong program, having won 2 straight collegiate championships now nearly 2 decades ago. And an interesting rotation situation now as the Ghosthawks will be putting Guma Weijian, number 3, along with a Frazier. And somebody will be having to play off ball. Dimich tracks down the rebound, and Number 3, Gumon will bring it across the timeline. Frazier, opportunity for him. Pulled down by Beast. Not letting it go out of bounds like last time. Gets into the paint. Takes the bump. No, and Jeffrey's there to put it back in. In yesterday's game, the Braves had only 11 second chance points to the Pilots 15. Foul inside. Braves didn't match up with the Ghosthawks big again. We haven't seen it yet, but you saw on the rebound how TSG probably still has the hops to have a dunk attempt before his career is over. Haven't seen it in game yet. He does put on a pretty good show in the layup lines. One thing that was a concern was Ziga Dimic's free throw shooting in the preseason. 4 for 11. To start the season going 0 for 2, however, is an even lower mark. Beast passing it. And a good stop by the Ghosthawks as number 4 new in for them is Damon Brooks out of Davidson. Turnover by the Ghosthawks, now a 2-on-2 brewing. Ghosthawks missing the block opportunity on Zhou. And I think that's the horn. The Ghosthawks calling timeout. The Braves going on a little bit of a run, still down by 9 here in the very early goings of the ball game. You know, just a careless play by Guo Shaojie, not seeing the ball into his hands, and then not much that Gumon can do against Zhou Guiyu. The 6'4" kind of wing or point forward, depending on the day, against the 5'9" Gumon.
If we pop out, come out. Don't let him shoot pop out. All right? Head up 先穿一次。对 ，head up 可以穿 ，head up 可以穿一次 ，head up gap through. But you survive or you know on this level? No, yeah, you level right now. They don't have their level right now. All right, let's go. Hey, focus, focus, let's go. Ready? Hey, 再次摸起也可以。
Since the first time out of the game, it's been a 12-11 going for the Ghosthawks. I saw on the Iverson cut, now dribbling into the defense as Gumon's got a catch and shoot. I don't know if it caught anything. Another board for TSG on bounce. Early screen for Zhou. Let's see if he can exploit it. Took a dribble too much as Beast swings it out. Trying to go with power, spinning baseline, finding a crease, but not getting a clean shot off. Now it's Damon Brooks. Triple teamed, trying to find an outlet. Man down for the Braves as the Ghosthawks exploit the advantage. And no, a blown lay-in by number 4. Break for the Braves as then the Ghosthawks foul on the other side. See, Baisa kind of pull the chair out. And here, Brooks maybe a little frustrated with the miss. The 42-year young Lin Zijie will go 0 for 2 from the line. The word around town is every game he plays is one less that he has left in the tank, which I find funny because that's true of every player. Foul inside. It's Jeffrey Whithey with the wrap. It's only the Braves' 4th team foul. And I would have to say that is a good catch by the referees. And coming from the lead official, I have to say good eyes. You would think the slot or trail official might have to catch a wrap on the inside part of the body. Another missed free throw, though, as on the night, Zigo Dimic 1 for 4 after that make. Number 0, Leitingen. On the flare, Whithey pops free. Somebody's open, and it's Walters, and he blows the layup. Going with speed, Baisa clanking the layup. Some tough takes by the Ghosthawks as he downs a 3. I saw in the preseason 3 for 10. We've only had 2 games per team. Long rebound to the Ghosthawks as a nice one-handed dish. Baisa lays it in. Gumal with a assist to his name. Ghosthawks try to match up as Whithey shows off the free throw area jumper. Kind of a tough sled for the Braves on the offensive end. Popping a pass. Zigma patient with it and going to the left hand. That's now 7 points for his night. What about Josh from the left corner not getting the bounce? Gumal's got an opportunity, and he cashes the jumper. In yesterday's game, the Braves had as much as a 12-point victory in the first quarter as Zijie answers with a 3 of his own. They're under 40 seconds in the quarter as they go over the top, and a foul first. Braves were certainly trying to play Dimic very physically, both by the helper and the main defender Whithey there. Second personal for Jeffrey Whithey. He had a good game yesterday, as did a lot of players, certainly on the scoring front. Whithey himself, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Was good from the line, 7 for 8. Couple of possessions left here in the first, as the Ghosthawks right now with the 16-point lead. Taking the shot, now doubled. It is a mismatch, but Ghosthawks man defense good, and forcing a miss on the layup. Running ahead is Brooks. 4 seconds to beat the clock, and he lays it in with the right hand. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with the Ghosthawks coming in to play the Braves for the first time in Taipei Gymnasium with the 34-16 lead after the first frame. Having yesterday's victory, the Braves have a long way to go in tonight's matchup, down early.
掌声送给富邦 Angels 以及比尔。
Next week, the Taipei Pilots are headed to Manila for an East Asia Super League contest against the San Miguel Beermen. Pilots looking to start off the championship competition strong with 2 straight victories, would be putting them in a good position in Group A. The highlight package coming out of break is 6 for 9 3-point shooting by the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks, who in their opener was only 11 for 40 as a squad. They'll be starting things off on defense as the Braves brought in number 18, local big number 18, Ling Ziwei. Board by Frazier, and Gumao will bring it up. Speaking of 34-16, the Ghosthawks almost had that margin in the third quarter of their preseason game, having the Braves lead at half 43-41, and then the Ghosthawks with a strong third quarter, 34-17, and took the game in the end. KJ, funky dribble, now into some trouble, offering up a pretty decent shot. Frazier getting it back to Gumao. Nobody checking at Jimmy. He'll try from the top, off to the right. One of the primary things was the Ghosthawks scoring in transition. And in the half court, it was mostly Brendan Frazier, but he was on ball. Right now, he's got it on the jump circle, Gumao in the corner. I would suggest the Braves might employ the Anthony Tucker defense from back in the inaugural year. Out of bounds, it looks like Brooks might have had a loose ball deflection there. And the Anthony Tucker defense is when you put one primary defender on their best scorer, and almost wherever he goes, you have your local big shadow that matchup and provide help on the backside, because Frazier is such a good dribble penetrator. KJ lining up from 38 feet, a little short. Braves do get back defensively. One thing to look at is points in the paint when Zygmunt Dimic gets back in. As extra effort by Frazier, he gets the 2 points. Now a 20-point lead for the visiting Ghosthawks. It was also key. The Braves only 1 for 10 3-point shooting, the only make by Brennan Walters. Physical play, KJ bringing it in, and a miss as Jeffrey Witt, he can't score from inside. Braves did shoot better in the 4th quarter, but the first 3 only 4 for 25 or 16%. Way back when. How about Frazier on the block? Help around as Brooks, he will drain the 3. And the Braves call another timeout, this time with 9:11 left in the 2nd quarter. There's got to be a serious change with their defensive scheme. We'll go to break and back to the action after this.
比尔，你丢一个，来，你选一个。这里有人要玩吗？这里，这里的朋友，哎，拿到球的时候，等下拿到球，这个不是礼物哦，这是中场要下来玩游戏的哦。
OK， 拿到小球的观众朋友们，等一下在第2节结束的时候，到场中央来报道。这个球是参赛资格，我们中场活动的参赛资格。
So after a first quarter of just shooting 33% from the field, the Braves starting the 2nd quarter off 0 for 6 with 0 turnovers. It'd be one thing if you're coughing up the basketball, but it is sound defense by the Ghosthawks. And they're figuring out their offense, whoever the personnel is. Point guard Tanyoe is back in, deflected ball out of bounds. Thought he was touched up. Now the Ghosthawks showing off a 2-3 zone. Didn't see that too much from them in the preseason and in the one game they've played so far. As King, Walters, Tanyoe cutting already, back to King. He'll offer up a shot and still no good. Brooks screening and popping out as Frazier rotated around on the block. The shooter is open, but still playing slow and blocked from behind. Seemed like pretty poor rhythm by the Ghosthawks offense there. Running low on time, and it will expire as the Braves defend the baseline inbound. Perhaps that might be the start of a little bit of momentum for the boys in blue. Again, Tanyoe starting to cut, but the pass is kind of behind him. As a behind the head flip by King. Ghosthawks do have numbers if they can push it up. Gumal back to Jimmy. He'll try again. How about this time off to the right? Braves like to run themselves. King dishes it off as KJ's fouled. Chidolo just a beat late with his defensive slide. KJ will offer up a prayer. No luck. Only a 5-0 start to the quarter for the Ghosthawks. Gumao with a deep catch and shoot. That's in and out. Jimmy taps it to himself and he's fouled. No, he's called the travel. With the scoring so hard to come by, you definitely get a sense that the physicality of the game is getting turned up. A whistle as Braves are trying to bring the ball up court. Going straight in and missing is Yowei, trying to give it a whistle again. Frazier over to Brooks. That's off. How about to the left corner? Zhang Zhenya off the mark. So much for yesterday's scoring effort and a foul on the perimeter. He was trying to close the gap just as Frazier was making his move. Perhaps that'll help for the Ghosthawks. One of their leading scorers in Dimich coming back in. Apply some pressure to the Braves' interior defense. Jamal dribbling right. Now switching to the left side. Loading the ball up short, got his own board. Thought he was hit and offers up a high push shot off the bank. They're looking for King. Back to the basket. Trap going baseline as Smart might have got away with a travel. Sounds like not shooting. And I will say bailed out by a foul. It might have been a foul, but considering these weird offensive choices by the Braves, Smart had an opportunity, but put the ball on the deck. Didn't look like fundamentally sound. And it sounds like he too had a shot, but chose to drive. Tanzania, or Mayao, as his Aboriginal name, was a DNP yesterday night. But with that, the first point for the Braves in the second quarter. He only goes 1 for 2. Free throw shooting has actually been an increasing concern for Zhang Zhenya. He's a pretty solid 34% career plus league three-point shooter. Going baseline, floating it up as Dimich off with a tip attempt. Going with power, Yowei gets it in. A little bit of a run for the Braves, and it looks like a whistle will stop play. Fubon on the side with Dimich, flips it to Baisa, trying to find space. Jump pass to an open Guma. How about from the left corner? And that's cash. Finally a bucket for the Ghosthawks. Still with a comfortable lead, but the scoring was dried up as Brendan Smart gets his first 3 of the homestand. Sinking it from the left side. I think he's a better corner 3 shooter than he is from the top. Brooks offering up a floated pass. That's intercepted. Numbers for the Braves. Over to Whitney, and he drops it in. No whistle, though. Might have deserved one there with the Ghosthawks on the back foot. They're going to call a timeout, talk things over with 4:45 left.
Okay? Very good defense. 1, 2, 4, switch. 1, 2, 4, switch. All right, 1, 2, 4, switch. Smart, you need to talk.
Brendan Smart, you see his 3-point attempts per game and his 3-point shooting percentage. It was actually in the 50% range this season before going 0 for 6 last night. Sometimes he chooses to take long twos, turnaround jump shots. But if he can focus on the opportunities on the outside, he's proven to be a decent 3-point shooter and a threat from outside. The Plus League historical average is only 31%. One thing that we've learned this season is Brendan Smart actually likes to get paired up with a Beast in
training with Beast because
shoot-arounds.
It gives me a lot of motivation to make more shots, because if I miss a lot of shots, Beast, he will be like, Smart, come on, because he gotta go to get the rebound. So I try to make as more shots.
And the explanation of the pressure to improve is because Beast doesn't want to rebound as much. Brandon Frazier back in the fray as they start with little horns. Now a 2-man game from top. But a dribble pull-up short, and Ghosthawks had a hand in that offensive rebound. That was one key for the Ghosthawks. They were out-rebounded 57-28 in their first game against the Pilots. Good hands by Chen as Frazier. Tough jumper, no. Another board for the Ghosthawks. Sigma with a fortuitous bounce. As Baisa dribble pull up 3, yes! Getting it to go on the left wing. And Baisa now with 11 points. That leads the Ghosthawks as going to the cup and getting the left-handed jam is King. That'll get the crowd going. Jimmy setting a screen, going nowhere as Sigma collects his own loose ball. Shot might have been blocked. Speaking of rebounding, Xie Zonglong, number 13 for the Ghosthawks, had 7 rebounds off the bench. He was the highest rebound getter. Not really the stat you want to have if you're the coach. Smart going to the cup, will miss. Either the Braves have struggled or the Ghosthawks have been defending well. We'll break that down in halftime. Pick and roll doesn't result in a score as the Braves are on the run again. He bumped, and I believe Ghosthawks will be taking that blocking foul. Getting another look at King on the running start handoff game. It's very important to deny that action because there were no bigs on the backside that can offer up a good contest. Stumbling, offering a dime inside as Dimich misses. Maybe some fatigue setting in with space. Tanzania finds the corner three, got it. Pulling the deficit to 16 points as the play is stopped. I don't know if don't believe the Ghosthawks have a timeout. It would be really awkward if they get called for a technical foul because they called a timeout for the third time here in the first half. We haven't seen that before. Well, you don't want to be making the Braves' job any easier. Looks like the referees in the scores table will just take it back as they drop it off, and a two-man effort block by the Braves, Whitty and Smart. There you see the hands on the basketball. As physical as the Braves are, really let some of that go. Ghosthawks down low, smartly bringing it out of trouble, and Ghosthawks have a lot of trouble with figuring out who the ball handler should be. Running low on time, 2 seconds left as Frazier, a prayer. Still under 2 minutes to go as Ghosthawks takes the Ghosthawks' 5th foul. Right now the personnel they have out there is not working out. Tanzania with another chance at the line. Drafted first overall a couple years ago by the Pilots, but even as one of their best shooters, did not perform in the Plus League Finals last season against the Kings. Pilots really could have used his three-point shooting reputation, but reputation isn't as good as the results as Frazier misses, ball off the backboard. Smart with the board. Now we're kind of looking at the Ghosthawks being cold for the quarter. They're only 5 for 23. No free throw attempts. Jerry given space, offers up a big rainbow. This quarter scoring is 17-13 for the Braves. Frazier dishing it off and off the leg and out of bounds Ghosthawks. You had to figure out a way to really space the floor out better. There you see King coming in for the side to cause that out of bounds, and hands go up, ball go down. That's looking like an out of bounds to me. referees are going to check the out-of-bounds situation with that previous play. So far in the game, the Ghosthawks have been sticking to an 8-man rotation. And that's been it, as at least on the initial look, I was almost certain it should be off of Sigma's leg, but did it also hit King on the way out? Meanwhile, the Braves have been expansive. They've played 13 guys with Taiwan and only 218 as the player with the fewest time on the floor. And we've been told it's still going to be Braves basketball, and I believe they challenged the out-of-bounds call. The Ghosthawks on the quarter have committed 5 turnovers. Braves spread out wide in a 5-out offense. King tries to attack, got a man on the ground. The 3 from the top, no. As Zhang Zhenya not secure hands. If they push, they have a 3-on-2. Baisa finally realizes, now taking it up and in. Going right to the rack. And finally a basket for the Ghosthawks. Ball going up and tipped out. 4 seconds left. Frazier making a move. A head fake to the baseline. No. And the ball will fall without a score. As 49-33 will be the score heading into the locker rooms. The Ghosthawks with a big first quarter lead. The Braves just chipped that by 2 points in the second. Been a low-scoring affair, and we'll break it down at half after these messages.
各位球迷朋友，赶快再次给勇士一点最热情的掌声，好不好？很好，很好。好的，在6位中场游戏获选的朋友来到中间之前，我们今天要来看神预测，谁的神预测最准，好不好？今天的神预测有抽到的朋友，预测中的朋友，你可以获得5万元，让 Live 提供的5万元浪花币啊！谢谢糖果爸爸，谢谢糖果爸爸。那今天呢，就是这个问题是，首位拿下进攻篮板的勇士是哪一位？就是我们的维西，55号维西。好了，接下来你抽3个人出来，可以吗？可以吧，比尔，来，比尔直接抽3个。比尔抽出来，哇，你一把就那么多个，你一定是大拇指哎！如果你没有大拇指，你哪里有大拇指？你大拇指太肥了吧？哎 ，OK， 来中奖的朋友看一下你的票根，来1333、2967，还有这个是0862，来再讲一次，2967、0862，还有1333。这些朋友，等一下请到下面这边集合。好，朋友，后面6位朋友都到齐了吗？目前还差2位，拿橘色球的朋友，赶快到楼下集合。お願いします。现在还有几位？还剩2位，拿到橘色球的朋友，就差你们2位，喽！啊，全世界都在等你们2个啊！ 时间不等人，比尔都生气了，比尔好生气，他穿得这么热，一直闷在里面，还要等他们，比尔好，好，就不等了，你们2位拿橘色球的朋友，我们不理你们，来，
左边来一个了，
左边来一个了吗？哎呦，你拿到的太晚了吧？还要快一点了，还要有。OK， 皆さん，游戏即将开始，来。
还有一位在中间这里往上面走，从栏架后方的楼梯下来，栏架后方的楼梯走下来。
好，在你们来之前，先跟你们解释一下游戏规则。等一下，这个游戏叫做123 Super Power。
P.LEAGUE now has an English language Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN for more basketball content. Zhang Longxuan and Cai Jingjing on the Mandarin broadcast, but the voice you hear is me, Ryan Chen. Happy to bring you another game of +LEAGUE action on air on the +LEAGUE official YouTube account and other places. There's the combined team statistics where it's been quite a struggle for the Braves after scoring 117 points last night. Have about just a third of that tonight. You have scoring, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers on the game from the top to the bottom. Noticeably, the Ghosthawks really opened up the game with a strong quarter, scoring 34 points and securing 15 rebounds to the Braves 16 and 11 as a squad. Though, thinking back on the first half of action, the Ghosthawks do have concerns of their own. They had long stretches, once in the first quarter and once in the second quarter themselves, going scoreless. There's the leading scorers of the game. Baisa with 13 points. Guosao Jie Gumao. Their center, Ziga Dimich with 8. And Damon Brooks coming off the bench in this game with 5 points. Dimich in particular, 8 points in the first quarter, going 3 for 5. But in the second, 0 for 5 with that turnover, which the Ghosthawks, I think, mistakenly challenged. It wasn't even close. Over on the Braves side, Jeffrey Whitty with 8. Shooter Zhang Ziyang coming off the bench with 6. Josh Okoye, 4 points, along with Nicholas King, who had a highlight dunk. And Brennan Walters with 3 points to his name. Might be as low of a scoring board we've seen for a half of basketball of their top 5 players for a squad. On the Brave side, they've had Nicholas King go back to the basket quite a bit, but for them defensively, they need to be able to get in transition more, as exemplified by Beast in that last play, and Whitty with the putback. But the Ghosthawks, you can credit them for, even on misses and turnovers, stopping that Braves early offense. They'll be trying to look for their outside strokes because they need to space things out for Zygmunt Dimich, who's been the focal point of their offense in the half court. One thing also to figure out is who's running point, as so often Baisa, Gumao, or Brandon Frazier, two might be coming to the basketball at the same time, and the spacing and the allocation of that leadership is costing them precious seconds on their shot clock very often. Time to go to break as Travis will lead you through some of the festivities happening here at the home of the Braves.
OK， 非常好。好的，感谢各位朋友，恭喜你获得浪 Live 提供的5万浪花币。来，给比尔掌声鼓励一下，也给我们富邦 Angels 掌声鼓励一下。我叫的这么辛苦，给我掌声鼓励一下。 现在是休息时间，该尿尿的快点去尿尿，谢谢。
人人平等，能坚持下去就是赢家。
童年就是跑步，从山脚跑到山顶，学到了不断累积才有成绩。
天天跑步，努力是不会骗人的。
跑步教我们很多，
还能给地球更多。
富邦地球队 Run for Green， 让地球奔向永续。富邦金控。
富邦 Plus 早就下载了，简单又超直觉的界面，省下时间去做真正想做的事。
连理财、保险和缴费都一次搞定。
数位服务一站整合才是真的方便。最贴心的智能提醒，还有个人化智能建议，根本是多一个专属顾问。下载全新富邦 Plus， 取得专属你的智能进化力。全新台北富邦行动银行。
我们敢碰撞，不怕撞；我们敢挑战，不怕未知；我们敢摔，敢冲，更敢向前。你可以一成不变，也可以改变。选择在你手上。再勇敢一点，再大胆一点。年轻敢冲敢玩，更懂选择。投资的事放心交给富邦证券，正向力量，开创价值。富邦证券。
旅平险保了吗？手机就能保，方便又快速。富邦产险网络投保旅平险，出发前1个小时都能投保。
你的渴望006208来满足。透过定期定额、长期规划，结婚基金、孩子教养费，想要及早退休，只要早点开始，006208万事都 OK。瞄准台湾市值前50大股票，每年配息2次，整体费用率低，长期持有更有利。轻松持有006208，各券商皆可下单。
比尔，动错了，来，过来，你以为你是立牌哦？这些呢，大家看到美美的 Angels 的人形立牌，想要拥有吗？想要带回家吗？要怎么带回家？让我来告诉你们，在下礼拜二11月12号。各位准备好你的 money 要来做公益咯！这一次我们要来做竞标，而且这一次的女孩是穿上我们这次主题日 Super Power 的粉色系套装。你看粉色配牛仔就是很好看，每个人都有不同的装扮，然后有不同的，这接近1:1啦。卡洛琳大概就是这个身高，把它给带回家。要怎么带回家？在礼拜二的晚上6点到6点半。我们在1楼和平馆主场的舞台区会进行拍卖，所以如果你已经目标锁定好，你要卡洛琳、要宝儿、要栗子，还是要庆庆，还是要大头？只要来现场，你只要一起来做公益竞标，说不定我会帮你们加码，例如说签名。如果那个公益的数字诚意有到，纯印，我们直接帮你加上去。所以看到这段影片的 Angels 粉丝们，不要错过11月12号，我们6点准时拍卖，把他们给带回家，等你来哦，一起做公益。
Can I play?
Can I kick it?
Can I try?
好用的机。
下个世代由你定义。
喜欢找你的快乐，无所畏惧的风格，无可取代全力以赴 Go Water， 极限的祝贺，振奋人心的时刻，无可取代人如遇见台湾。
先回忆周有够累，哥哥带你去吃 Fridays， 晚餐搭配 Friday， 就像派对，每次飘散着浓厚香味。红的是红的漂亮的座位，除了排看 Cup 浪，我曾 所以 don't worry about that， 今天就是 Friday。美式的风格，气氛正在堆叠，不用出国，信息都变悠闲，朋友都到了，味道太香了 ，Friday 都能待在这里，那就太棒了 ，Fridays。
嘿，学着聪明一点，点一口邮票的边缘。Go go， 悲伤再远一点，寄一封告别的信件。嘿，衣裳在风中飞，嘿，放着快乐音乐。嗨，阳光拳头在肩后空翻向前，让我看你笑着的脸。
Moments away from starting the second half. This past Wednesday in the East Asia Super League, the Macau Black Bears even their record at 2-2 with a win over KCC Aegis of the KBL.
这是 FA 中世席赛后合影的哦，这3位朋友来看一下啊，第4节比赛倒数5分钟，至神预测摊位前面集合，好不好？这个哟，摊位，谢谢。
The Ghosthawks make 9 3-pointers in the first half, and that is a big reason to how they have their lead against the Braves by a large margin. Baisa in particular going 3 for 3, followed by Gu Mao and Guo Shaojie with 2 makes apiece, and Xie Zongrong and Damon Brooks with 1 make apiece. In the previous game, Brendan Frazier 3 for 9. Tonight, so far 0 for 5. But he still is a pretty serious scoring threat to the Braves. He's applied some wrap on his 2 arms. Bounce pass as Z-Mitch getting the whistle and 1. Going right at Jeffrey Whitney down low. There's see what Whitney's not so happy about is that kind of swing move on the catch. What a way to start the second half. Dimich now 3 for 7 at the line. He's the only Ghosthawks to have attempted any free throws, as Zokoyu tied up but delivering a pass off to Smart, and that one's halfway down but out. Sometimes it's really not the Braves game, as Frazier will continue to seek and find his spot. A deep 2 and a 5-0 start for the Ghosthawks. Pass to the corner. King finally gets a touch. His 3 is butter. Should we mention he made 7 in last night's action? That is only his first tonight. He's got 7 points. Ghosthawks space it out. Frazier waits for his defender and sinks the jumper. Just a simple 2-man game, but more going east and west. He's getting the start in the second half. He launches. Another 2-man game. Frazier stretching out to 3. No, as Smart tapping it up, and they say out of bounds off the Ghosthawks. Aaron taking over for Roger as the man in front of the LEDs. The lowest scoring game for the Braves on the season was 74 points in their opener. The next low mark was 94 in a loss last week at the Pilots' home stadium. Not a lack of activity as Whitty finally catches it, and an unlucky whistle and one. Chizono trying to help, but it ended up just being a traffic cone out there. A simple slip. And like big men do, they try to go with their hands up. But when you're on the help side, well, when you're on the strong side, it's probably more productive to go for the steal. As lucky ball, Jeffrey Whitty adds 2 more points. A whistle as Smart was a little bit too aggressive. So essentially a 4-point play ties up this third quarter. There you see nobody blocking out the free throw shooter. Ghosthawks open from the left corner, downs the 3. Still perfect, 4 for 4 from the field. He's trying to find space, fakes off the defense, left open from 3, and he counters with a triple of his own. This is the first time these two teams are matching up, but it's pretty inexcusable for the local players to vacate the premise with such an open look for Zijie. In particular, I would say, Zhonglo, you need to stick with your man, or with the shooter, as Dimich had that one batted out. He's sliding and out of bounds, out of bounds. It's going to stay Braves basketball. And a look at the diving effort. And it does touch Zhonglo. And that's why he had to dive in a kind of dangerous play there. Will stay Braves on the drive. Being still guarded by Ghosthawks, but now they switch back. Brendan Smart left wide open. He'll give it a try as Whitty taps it in. Well, the game started off with Zigma Dimich, the top performer, and so far, I would have to say Jeffrey Whitty has turned in the best stat line. Braves trying to make the comeback as Zhonglo blows the layup. I am getting quite sick of saying it, boys. How about Zokoyer from the left side? Braves are going to work. as they get into the corner. Ghosthawks putting it on the deck, finding a crease, going with a right-handed layup. Going up against his former team as Nick King goes a little left-right to the layup. Movement over on the scores table. Both teams preparing to make changes. Paisa will fling it out of bounds. Might need a little bit of talcum powder or bigger hands. You see Ghosthawks, he's done well with that timing hesitation to drive. Showed that off in the preseason as well. On the way down, Nick King buries the jumper. Lead for the Ghosthawks down to 12 as a flip pass over his head. D-Mitch misses. A foul on the rebound. Number 27, if not for the first quarter, is having a rough go at it. This game progressing quickly. We are at the television timeout mark. 61-49 for the Ghosthawks as the Braves attempt to come back in the ball game and win 2 straight at home.
谢谢富邦 Angels。跟上音乐节拍哦。
Welcome back to the broadcast. We're in the third quarter. Taking a look at the activity up in the Fubon Angels booth up high in the Taipei Heping Gymnasium. I believe both yesterday and today the full squad of girls on hand to interact with the crowd. Yesterday perhaps might have been a little bit more fun today as a basketball viewer. Umal's in. And a off-ball foul before the inbound. Rather fresh in the game, Brendan Walters and engaged in a little wrestling match there. And the Ghosthawks are now going to be shooting bonus free throws for 7 minutes in the third. Here you see Zygmunt D-Mitch's line, 4 for 12 from the field, 5 for 9 from the line. Little give and go. King missing the shot and unable to pull down the board. Little shovel pass as a foul. Brandon Frazier has proven to be a capable scorer, shooter, and his second superpower are his pinpoint accurate passes. I didn't realize he had space there on the play. On the game, the top rebounder for the Ghosthawks, believe it or not, is Damon Brooks with 9. Followed by Jimmy's 8, and now 9 for D-Mitch. Put back to add insult to injury to the Braves here in the third. Little give and go as Walters is hit on the layup. Another look at, again, nobody checking the free throw shooter. And over here, we see a lot of give and go, whether it's the high post handoff or is turning a post up into a cutting opportunity. Very short stint for Liu Guanling as Jimmy will take his place. Gulmao, drive and kick. They rotate around. Frazier adjusts his grip on the basketball, and bingo from the left wing. Increasing the Ghosthawks lead back to 17 as they show double. Beast maneuvering left into about a 15-foot jumper, and that falls. Jimmy at the high post, can't get it to go. Early entry pass. Walters had an opportunity, but out to Beast. He's wide open, and that connects. Still down by 12, but the momentum in the building for the Braves. Jimmy thought about it. Now back to Frazier. Brooks at the high post. He'll fire away. No. Again, long rebound, Ghosthawks. Man open, but Frazier doesn't hit him and will take it alone. Missing. And Brooks fouled. He'll go to the line. Look at Beast, so good and perhaps so respected that even Walters gave up a layup opportunity. 3 is more than 2. First trip to the line for Brooks. Josh going quick, trying to power Gulmao down low, and a whistle stops the play. Been a lot of conversations about lineup choices. Of course, Roger backing Josh in terms of a national team selection. Brick. Josh facing 2 will get it out. Driving kick to King. He'll try it from 3, and that's good. The deficit for the Braves now just 10 points. They go on a little bit of a flurry in the last couple of minutes. They're looking Brooks' way. He's taking it with power and will miss. Tokui's good defense. Driving kick down low, ball on the deck. Ghosthawks finally a chance to attack. In space, Baisa is tugged onto by Lin Ziwei, who's had major struggles to stay on the floor with his careless fouls and his poor positioning. Baisa will step into these free throws. I think crucially for the Ghosthawks is how they can get back to a better sound defense. The Braves 26 points, only about 8 minutes of action here in the third. Baisa pushing his point total on the night. As not a long stint for Walters. Whitey back in. Winston trapped and slips it past to Whitey. He fires one off. Ghosthawks taps it out of bounds. Impressive for Whitey to find a corner. Only 7 seconds on the clock. King comes for it to the step back. On the way, no, as Winston misses the putback. That used to be his bread and butter as stealing the front court. Tokui high off the glass and in. Braves hanging in there. Once again down by 10. Umal fires away from 3 and wet. His first Plus League action, 0 for 4 from 3 as he almost touched the ball up. King going to the post up, a hanging shot is fouled, count it. And going at Ghosthawks and Brooks with a pretty foolish contest there. Trying to seek out King's left arm instead of just putting his hand up, blocking the vision and threatening for a block shot. He just went straight down. Sounds like a whistle on the rebound. And more talking going on. Again, not blocking out the free throw shooter. Folks, admittedly, this is turning into one of the most poorly played fundamentals game of basketball we've seen in the Plus League. And through 2 games, or parts of 2 games, King usually, if he misses, leave these free throws a little short, as he would admit to himself. You might have heard it picked up on the microphones. Looking for Brooks on the block. Whitey's nearby as his post move was so quick. Ziwei kept his hands up into a foul. Need a little bit more weight room work. Got his hands involved too, down low. That one crawls out, and the Braves have a chance to cut it to single digits. Going quickly, but swallowed up. And now numbers. Gumao doesn't get up ahead. To Baisa. His runner is no good. So in a crowd, this time he gets the whistle. You see it was Gumao, a hit to the side. Even though he had help defense around. Winston will head to the bench. Yesterday, I was kind of saying that both teams could be proud of the individual effort of almost everybody that took the floor, but tonight, I actually might say the opposite. Everybody has embarrassed themselves. Couple makes at the line for Taipei, as the deficit is now 9 points. Got the big bandage on his finger from the dislocation last Saturday. Zigma going to the left side, and he lays it in on the reverse. No help for Wiki there. Looking down at the foul count, there are a number of Braves with 3 fouls. Wiki included. Zhang Zhenya wide open, and he puts it through. So a 3 for 2, and the lead is down to 8. Gumao swinging a pass out. Ghosthawks still not confident. 1 second left as he offers up a prayer, and that's good. Nylons for Gumao Weijia. What an answer. KJ pass denied. That's one thing about KJ. Doesn't love to shoot floaters, so when he jumps, actually sometimes passing is more often in the fray. Out of the BOB, Brooks is injured as the ball falls through for KJ, keeping up his hot shooting from yesterday. Might have been a hit to the sternum. Two trainers out to care for Damon Brooks. Might be concerning is a dislocated shoulder now on a second look, as Zhang Zhenya almost looked like a boxing match in a phone booth there on the screen. Given that Brooks fought through the screen and Zhang Zhenya got pushed back, it seems the physicality was fair game. Obviously, the hit is causing a little concern. Shoulder injuries can range in severity. If there were two trainers. And any shoulder injury, you kind of worry about a possible dislocation. Well, in the Plus League, you can have 3 imports on your active roster, 2 on the floor at any time. Paisa spinning around to make the catch, going to the cup, flipping the layup. Who does he think he is? KJ? There's KJ, 5 seconds left. Looking for a pass down low. Walters, unaware of the clock, and time will expire. Horrible awareness out on the floor. So 80-72 heading into the 4th and final frame of this one. Hopefully everybody on the court can do a lot better than they've had in the first 3 quarters. Go take a break and maybe some deep breaths before we're back with the action.
Ken， 哎，可爱，哎，好棒！朋友，爱心 Ken， 不要再遮了，爱心很好。所以，哎，朋友，哎，就是你朋友哦。你的离子烫很漂亮，很好看。耶，朋友，爱心来了，耶！随时准备哦，爱心就会拍到你哦，随时准备。哎，为什么会是你呢？全智龙，怎么是？你学上面的人做了。哎 ，B2 哥出现了啊！嗨，帅哥和 B2 哥，掌声给他们！耶！掌声给我一下来！哎，换你了，可爱的朋友，哎！哦，好可爱！呜呼，呀呼，妹妹啊，太近了！哇，爸爸整女儿，我想就是这个样子吧，可爱。哎，换你喽，下一个会比到谁？
Plus 地球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语。欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。
姐，你在听歌吗？姐，你在听歌吗？啊，不要害羞啦！爱心，你也爱心。
That last third quarter was 39 for the Braves, 31 for the Ghosthawks.
是啦，哎呦，妹妹。
The action certainly picked up in the last 3 minutes or so.
这皮肤很好，皮肤很好的朋友一个爱心，谢谢。哎，你比得非常标准。一哦。哎 ，Friend， 不是这个我英文不好呢，我要怎么跟他说 ？Friend， 拍到你了，请你闭爱心。
One thing that the Ghosthawks were meaning to fix is their interior defense. And at least in the first half, they held the Braves down. But in the third quarter, Braves were 8 for 9 from 2-point range. And fortunately for them, only 2 for 10 from 3-point land. They also allowed 30 free throws to the Pilots, and so far through today's contest, Braves have shot 12 of 20 from the line. The referees confirmed that the Gumao 3 was in time.
第4节比赛开始 ，Fourth quarter action， 勇士队球权。
Excuse me, the Braves were 8 for 10 from 2. 8 for 9 was their game yesterday. Little high-low as Walters goes immediately back to the pass as KJ, he downs a 3. After being rather quiet in the game, a couple of second half threes. What a way to get things started. Down by 5 now as skip pass to Frazier. Doesn't seem all that energetic. Gumal going, twisting, and scoring the layup. They're going back to KJ. Down to Yowei, going baseline. He's left open. And Gumal, not enough help on the defensive side. He'll step up into a 3, and that's good. So he has the first 5 points for the Ghosthawks. Anyway, walks into one. Can he counter? That one's in and out. Chance for the Ghosthawks to make a double-digit lead as Sigma screens, then rolls, but not much move from Frazier. 6 seconds left. Yowei fouls. Just reaching in at the wrong time. Sounds like I can't fall for the left-right crossover. That's a curious matchup for the Braves defensively. Deep shot is clanked. Gumal fouls on the perimeter. Still have more lineups for him and Frazier out on the floor at the same time. You see, that's his bad habit. He almost always reaches in. AJ, knowing his shooting threat, goes to the basket but leaves the layup short, and a unfortunate kick ball there. Sometimes balls to the legs or feet are incidental, but I really can't say so there. Walters not really looking to attack from the post up, but Whitney shows off the stroke. "17 points and his first made 3 on the game. Ghosthawks give a side to Frazier. He launches, and that one's out. Chance to run. And I think the referees kind of did Gumal dirty there. He was certainly fouling before, as that is his 5th personal. Ghosthawks already really dealing with Damon Brooks suffering an injury in the game. Now Gumal headed to the bench with 5 fouls. Down low, and maybe Frazier caused the miss against Tanyoue. Staggered double ball screen, and Frazier wants another screen again. How about Shiatono? Catch and shoot. Didn't have much of a chance. Down low to Walters, and the help D affects it as Whitty cleans up the mess. And with that, the Ghosthawks lead is cut down to 3 points. Timeout on the floor. So we'll go to a break as the Braves surging back in the ball game will try to extend a 2-game home winning streak to 3 coming up.
Tanker 出现了，礼物战车出现了，还没有拿到奖品的举手。后面的举手。恭喜我们有拿到奖品的球迷朋友们！好，也跟着我们一起来喊“富邦勇士”！喊出来，喊出来！富邦勇士元首！
Coming up on Tuesday night, the Braves face the Kaohsiung Steelers for the final game of this homestand. Get your tickets or tune in on the broadcast at 7 p.m. I am on assignment, so there will be no English commentary. One thing that has applied in this game is the short rotation of the Ghosthawks, only playing 8 with Liu Guanling only 7 minutes, and now Brooks possibly out for the rest of the game. He played 17 minutes, so it's been a very tiring go-around for the squad, with many local wing players left on the bench by corner. More camera time for Mrs. Whitty. Jeff on the game, a game tying high of 19 points and a game high 13 rebounds as Josh fouls the ball handler coming up the court. Now Josh asking for the replay, having a hand in a possible out-of-bounds situation. His career high was 32 points set last season versus the Pilots, funny enough. Shooting 12 for 21, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and yesterday's 20 points certainly looked like a nice boost and a revival to what was a very slump of a start to the season. I don't know if it's as obvious as Joe Goyer was making it out to be. Now we see he definitely initiated a backhanded swipe, whereas Frazier with his right hand was going for a one-handed to one-hand meet the second-hand catch. On the ball game, the Ghosthawks have only turned it over 9 times, and the Braves only 7 times. And it is a Braves challenge. Remember, the Ghosthawks use one of theirs, and I think on a not even close play, this one might have the argument, and it'll stay Ghosthawks. Perhaps Sokoir needs to prove himself more to be a future head coach candidate. That was Aaron looking out at Sokoir on the initial play. D-Mitch from the high post, a little twirl around play for the Ghosthawks as Frazier from about 18 feet short got his own board. How about from 15 and getting the roll? A little bit of breathing room for the Ghosthawks. The whistle off ball. That'll be the third Ghosthawks foul as a squad. And a look at Shi Zonglong hooking Walters. And there's their 14th foul. Baisa trying to play cornerback there. Close miss as Chen grabs the board. Now flying in from the baseline as it almost climbs in. It's a dangerous play. Walters and Shi Zonglong tied up. Definitely concerned for Walters, and now it looks like Jimmy dealing with some pain. See that Walters' left arm was tangled up underneath. Where Shi Zonglong kind of braced the ground with his right arm. That could be one more man going down on the game for the Ghosthawks. On the Ghosthawks bench, we've already seen Liu Guanling. In 7 minutes on the game is +7 with 1 rebound. Not many other stats. You also have number 29, Hanju, who's not played, but he's slowly moving from a power forward to a small forward in his pro career. As funny collision on the pick and roll. Frazier just pulling it off. Skip past to KJ, putting it on the deck. A hesitation, and we'll see who gets the credit, but 2 points for the Braves. Going to the reverse, easy block by Whitty, sending that away. And out of bounds off of the Ghosthawks. Yep, hitting off of the midsection of Zingma. Not much to that play. Good sign that Brooks is back in, as a poor pass and an unlucky foul by Josh there. 14 fouls for the Braves. Physical play, the referees let go as Gumal to Brooks. Again, going to the deck. How about a floater? No good. The lead is 3 points. Walters trying to go for a low post possession, but KJ starting a ball screen. He's got a crease and batted out of bounds. The Ghosthawks do not have their challenge, having failed their first. I think they actually would have won a challenge if they had it. Taipei will head off, and maybe it's closing time in the Braves tap beast. Gumal playing with 5 fouls. Has 3 seconds left. Woody, how about another? No. Smart tap by Ghosthawks. 3-on-3 ahead as Liu Guanling needed to hustle a little harder. D-Mitch hit from behind, and finally will earn some free throws. Patient this time with the pump fake. Walters just crashed into him from behind. Not much mystery to that foul there. Walters, that's his 4th personal foul. He also has 4 assists and 4 rebounds, funny enough. D-Mitch, 9 points in the 3rd. And coming up empty. Josh is running the show. Up ahead to Walters, getting it back on the handoff. The 3 is in. Tying the ball game up at 87. Again, poor spacing by the Ghosthawks, not running their sets, as now it's going to be Brooks try to create something. Long 2 on the way, airballs it. Braves trying to go with pace. Josh attacking, a little bit of a tie-up, and I think a whistle will come, and it might be going against the Ghosthawks. 15-7, the 4th quarter scoring. You see Ghosthawks losing his legs, and maybe a sign of the fatigue. That gives the Braves the lead. That's the first time in the ball game that they've been on top. Gumal finding some space, but not the shot. Now he goes. The flip is no good. Almost passed out of the hands, but Josh chasing up ahead. More chaos as KJ taps a pass out. How about another Tokoyer missing? And a board for the Braves as behind the head, Walters, he can't finish. Was going to be a tough shot with how fast he was going. Numbers for the Ghosthawks, but they're slow with it. Ghosthawks then 3 as Brooks trying to play bully ball. Beautiful block by Whitty from behind. Has the length and enough strength to take the contact and stick with the play. See KJ deliver it just a little bit too far in front. That Walters was kind of carried it to a tough angle. Under 4 minutes to go. Hooked out, Liu Guanling, a quick catch and shoot, that's off. The Braves fans are getting loud as they cough it up and slow it up by a lot. Two teams' respective centers finally joining the fray. Jamal flipping a pass, not connecting. Now a give and go as Liu Guanling will lay it in, and it's finally time for a timeout. Give both teams a chance to breathe, and especially for the Ghosthawks, with not a lot of bodies
they're going to keep going to that low post against us.
On their lineup card to go to.
Go double fist. Go B. They're good. Yes. Keep up.
Gonna look at Zhou Guiyu and his performance helping the team out. 5 points on the quarter, a net +8, with a number of his teammates who have gone the distance here in the fourth.
After you came here, you screen, you dive. Now you come off the mount. Look for the dive, pass the mount, look high low. Or into principles. Put it into motion. Okay. Hey, double fish right now. Let's get a stop. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
So far, this second half has been 56-40 for the Braves.
Okay, let's go. I'll watch. So once you catch, no.
One thing that's been notable about this fourth quarter, Nick King hasn't taken the floor, having played 28 minutes in this game. Now, the Braves have not made a change with their imports to bring Hamilton in from being not active yesterday. A little bit of a full court pressure to zone now. KJ left open, creates even more space, just off. A little bit of a horn set. Brooks left open. Ghosthawks to the corner as he hesitates. I don't know why he's hesitating as Brooks goes to the cup and gets the lay-in. Definitely looked like between him and Jeffrey Whitty, there's some kind of injury between those two guys. Maybe they're sharing one, kind of hobbling on the play. A foul from behind, and that'll send Jeffrey Whitty to the line. Referee's unhappy by corner's argument there. It definitely didn't look as much as a basketball play as another wrestling situation. Should be a foul on Liu Guanling from behind. As Jeffrey goes 1 for 2. After this possession, we're probably going to be under 2 minutes as good pressure D. Ghosthawks again lost his feet. A tap of the basketball, and it'll be a jump ball. And again, this is a situation, I would say, don't jump in for the jump ball. Stand over the offensive player and see if you can get a 5-second violation, as King has finally subbed in along with Smart. Brooks going at Beast, misses the dunk as Ghosthawks fires from 3. Size for the Ghosthawks as they get a foul out of Smart. I don't want to see that one again. Usually Smart is not as disciplined as a defender as he pleased to be, and yes, his hands down, but oh, getting a lot of basketball. So every point now so crucial. Going 2 for 2 is big. Odd-looking zone as Brooks getting a block on Smart with a 3-point lead and about 90 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ghosthawks in the driver's seat. Dump pass as it looks like we had a tie-up down low. And I would actually argue that Walters has 0 standing on that foul. If the offensive player is holding you off, find an angle, but if you engage in an arm hook, the referees are now taught that's not what you want to see by the offense or defense. Now a 2-possession game as the Ghosthawks have made their last 3 free throws. There's the free throw count on the day. Ghosthawks leaving 10 on the board, and the Braves not great either. Another timeout and more breathing and rest opportunities for the Ghosthawks. If you're the Braves, you do have your choices, but the squad playing on a back-to-back, execution is key.
Hey! One! No one! 下去你发球了。塞one！下去发球。Jeff, that's you.
'San Diego native Jeffrey Whitty just had himself a nice highlight clip, thanks to our broadcast partners at Formosa Television, putting that together for us in the break. Nick King going up against his former team. Last year, Ghosthawk, the year before, played for the DEA. In a scramble, Beast is open. His 3 kind of clutched it. Didn't expect a clutch out of Beast's three-point shot. It's usually a pretty smooth motion. Brooks maybe got early with the travel. They slow it up. Way out wide, Gumao slicing, flipping up with the left hand as Zigma left behind. 5-on-4 for the Braves. King going right away, running in to help, and a whistle comes. As King comes up hobbling, going up against Brooks, who's now got his right shoulder taped up after to sustain an injury earlier. You see some basketball, some wrist. Tanyue coming in, presumably for defense. We talked about how King hasn't come in till later in this game. Well, here in the fourth quarter, it was Frazier early, but it's been Brooks who's been pretty crucial for the Ghosthawks, taking back the lead here in the fourth. King, crisp sound with the first free throw made. Ball out, and it's Brooks with the board. They blitz the Gumao ball screen and a reaching foul. For the sake of time, kind of couldn't afford it. The referee's right on top of it. And we might have a free throw game the rest of the way. Woodway will head to the bench with 5 personal. Love to save him if there's a putback or if there's a crucial defensive rebound that the Braves need. Gumao's first trip to the line tonight. In his first game, 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. 20 points. With only 1 assist. As the Braves call another timeout. Down by 6 with 28 seconds is a little bit more optimistic than the Pilots. I believe they only had 18 seconds down by 6. Let's listen in.
But we need to keep our 5 men in. They need a 3, no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Gumao Weijia, former high school and collegiate standout here in Taiwan, seeing his production go down in his rookie year to his sophomore year. And only in 1 game, 6 points, 7 assists. In the preseason, definitely were wondering how he was not as involved in the offense as you'd expect of a player of his reputation. Now, in this game against the Brave squad, they've certainly gone after him on the defensive end with bigger guards and bigger wings. And in this game, you saw that's his 1 assist, I believe. But his 3-point stroke has been even better than we've expected it coming out of Jianxing University in Taoyuan. And what's pretty crucial is the speed and ease that he can get his 3-point shot off. And the Braves, I think, made a personnel mistake by putting Zhang Zhengyan on him to start the fourth quarter. Saw a few go in, and now the Braves virtually need a three-pointer now as Beast finally comes open. He fires away and misfires. And right now the Ghosthawks want to play keep away. The Braves kind of need a mistake made as they finally put it up, and a whistle. Gumal end up on the deck. So in about 12 seconds, a missed shot by the Braves, and the Ghosthawks able to keep it away from blue. Getting a look at KJ hitting Gumal in the arms, and the unfortunate fact that he was already airborne. So we're gonna have to take these free throws, suffering that ouchie. Free throw climbs in, and 3-possession lead has pretty much iced the game. 16 seconds left. Second timeout, so the Braves will be on the floor as they try to talk through their miracle sequence needed coming up.
All right, Lee, that's you. Nick, you're the forward. Go. Go. Cross screen. Corner. Jacob, corner. Go, Beast, go corner. Hey, Lee, you higher. Start higher. So B higher. B higher. So, KJ will set lob for you. Look at the lob. Look at the lob. B. Set screen for KJ. Take the picture. 然后下去看凯杰或 lob. Corner. Lob 或者 corner. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Move on. Ready.
Previously, Aaron was tabbed to be the man with a whiteboard. Famously, the Braves executed a low post split with Beast and Michael Singletary. That was drawn up by Aaron, while Coach Roger was the head coach. Josh off the back, going to the cup, getting the lay-in, at least pulling 2 points on the board. Gumal staying away, and a hit by Walters. More free throws coming up, and that's a Brendan Walters night in the books. Ballsy play by Zhou there. It's important that you, whatever body part you hit off the defender, the ball gets enough bounce back. Otherwise, if it goes wayward, it'll be a turnover potentially. Gumal with a chance to increase his point total. Right now sitting at 23, his first missed free throw of the night. Over adjusts as 6 seconds left on the clock. Josh and the Braves probably only have one shot left. The three is no good. And the Ghosthawks will hang on to the victory, 99-93. And they have now won their first game on the season, and as a Plus League team, there's the final line, and we appreciate the excitement toward the end of the game, though I'll remind folks that through a lot of this ball game, the players on the court were putting on some pretty bad game film with the decisions and with the missed shots. I will say Jeffrey Whitty did turn in a very solid game. In fact, a great game, going 9 for 12 from the field, 22 points, 17 rebounds, 4 block shots. The Ghosthawks built up a sizable lead in the first quarter. And it was as big as 23 points, 6:32 left in the first half. They pull off the victory, and we'll see about the post-game interview. They only go with 8 in their rotation. And being that they only have to play 1 road game this week, understandable, but when there's back-to-backs, and there might be, and there will be 3 games in 4 nights for them as the home team, I don't know if that's going to give them the best chance in that stretch. Crucially, they out-rebound the Braves 63-53. Very important point of securing enough possessions. And we have Gu Mao on the headset.
我觉得这场比赛在前几场就有看过富邦的比赛，然后就有做一些情收，然后也知道就是对方可能在挡拆的防守会走 under， 所以我就有特别去练 under 的出手跟一些进攻，所以今天效果不错这样。
Gu Mao saying, studying the Braves film, they figured they would play him under on the ball screen, so he was prepared, putting in some work. Now asked about his off-season
我觉得
work.
投射一直都是我在一个需要去加强跟稳定的一个部分，因为就是在球场上，小个子是需要有更多的外线的攻击，才能够把团队的进攻去拉开，这样子队友有机会，我自己也有机会，所以要把外线练得更稳定一点。
And Gu Mao saying that shooting is always something he needs to improve. It helps him and it helps his team with spacing. Now asked about being a small guard and how he works with his other backcourt mates.
我觉得课题就是要尽快的去融入教练的体系吧，就是在双能位的一些搭配上面，我需要去做调整。有时候可能会打到无球，有时候可能会有做一些挡拆的进攻，所以这些都是我要去分析、去加强的地方。
Gu Mao saying he will be on ball sometimes and off ball other times. We'll have to get used to the scheme. Now asked about the significance of getting the first Plus League victory.
我觉得对我们团队来说，就是一个很有意义的一场比赛，因为这是我们来到 Plus League 的第1场胜利。那这也是一个开始，就是可以让我们在往后比赛是当做一个助力这样。
Gu Mao saying it is indeed meaningful, perhaps the start of something good for the team joining this new league to them. And now the fans get to see the Gu Mao Weijia signature. It is not that easy. For those of you who do not live in Taiwan, sometimes a teacher's punishment for students is to have them rewrite their names a number of times. Well, for the most part, people have 3 character names with Gu Mao Weijia. Do a little extra work to bring it home, and tonight put in some extra work. 23 points on 7 of 12 shooting, and leading his team to victory. As we'll throw it to a break before wrapping things up in the postgame here, where the Ghosthawks are victorious over the Braves.
再看这台相机，朋友，你可以笑一个，你的脸超震惊的。嗨，第3位朋友，谢谢。嗨，一样先看这一台拍立得，再看这一台摄影机，相机。等一下，谢谢你，谢谢你，谢谢你。谢谢你，然后我也想拍。好的， 谢谢，谢谢你们，谢谢。哎，还有 B Unit 也请来现场，跟他们一起合个照。整场会席的朋友辛苦了。来，先看上面的摄影机，还是先看上面的摄影机？耶！再看下面的拍立得。非常好 ，OK， 谢谢你们。哎，来，哎，准备开始前面的摄影机，来，1、2、3。还有比尔，还有比尔。
A final word from Taipei Hoping Gymnasium. Be sure to leave a like on the stream as we recap the action that took place. Kind of the old adage, you could win the game in the blank. In the first quarter for the Ghosthawks, that was the only quarter that they won, 34-16, and the Braves +2, +8, +2 on the next 3 quarters up to the end of the game. There's the final team statistics, where the Ghosthawks crucially were good from 3-point range early, but down the stretch in the fourth quarter particularly, it faded quite a bit as they had tired legs, but as a squad, good enough from the free throw line where they went 8 for 12 to secure the victory. Well, the Braves, having won a big game against the Pilots yesterday in a close contest, fight back in this game and come up just short, but they have another test on Tuesday. So 1 full day of rest, and on Tuesday night at 7 p.m., the Steelers, having had 2 weeks to prepare for this upcoming game, despite their young age and inexperience, maybe they'll have new wrinkles against the Braves, having lost to them last Sunday. So once again, thank you for tuning in. We hope to have your viewership on Tuesday night as well. So on behalf of our broadcasters, Zhang Longxuan and Cai Jingjing, on our partners, our teams in the Plus League and our league office, I've been Ryan Chen, and we'll see you in the next one.